In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. The focus of this session is the study of the enemy, the hidden hegemony of the West. We are facing a hidden enemy. Therefore, we must gradually learn to analyze the images I will show you of that hidden enemy. We will examine images of a series of creatures that appear and then vanish after a short time. Numerous encyclopedias and books have been written on this subject, documenting a host of mythical and strange creatures mentioned across various cultures and civilizations. In the Far East, these are highly regarded. Their numbers are vast, with perhaps several thousand of these mythical beings catalogued as gods and goddesses. The sheer number is astonishing. These include legends of mythical creatures, monsters, so-called giants, snowmen, and the Loch Ness Monster you may have heard of or seen in films. In 1951, a now famous photograph was taken by mountaineer Eric E. Shipton in the Nepalese highlands. It depicted a barefoot, humanoid footprint at the staggering altitude of about 19,000 feet. This historic image ignited widespread interest in sightings of such enigmatic creatures. Throughout history, from ancient times to the modern day, there have been accounts of these beings that appear and vanish mysteriously. One of the most notable cases is that of Roger Patterson, who, in 1967, happened to see a hairy, bipedal creature in the mountains of Northern California. He managed to film it with his 8mm camera, capturing several seconds of footage that would become a classic in the field of cryptozoology. Subsequent frame-by-frame analysis revealed a female creature whose gait and anatomy were distinct from known primates like gorillas. Scientists who examined the film concluded it depicted something truly unusual, a genuine anomaly. It is really a strange being. Subsequently, similar footprints were also found in the high altitudes of America, Canada, and other regions. While many of these prints were collected, preserved, and even featured in books, the creature itself was never found. The most significant breakthrough came from scientists who returned to Nepal. There, they learned that the local people at the Kumjung Monastery in the Himalayas had preserved the skull, scalp, and hand bones of one such creature. After examining these remains, the scientists concluded they belonged to an animal unknown to science, a creature that did not match any known species on Earth. These three students also have an interesting story. They had set up camp high in the mountains when, at night, they saw a massive creature that terrified them. The next morning, they recreated the creature's dimensions with cardboard and took a picture with it. It is called a snowman or Bigfoot. It is neither a gorilla nor any other known humanoid. This creature is enormous and unlike any known species on Earth. These snowmen have even become a tourist attraction. Located in Portland, USA, the Cryptozoology Museum delves into the world of unknown creatures. Through their research, they have arrived at a fascinating conclusion. These beings are occasionally spotted by chance and then vanish without a trace. One of the most intriguing theories proposed is that of an interdimensional Bigfoot. This suggests the creature does not come from a remote corner of our world, but from an entirely different dimension. This would explain why there are so many documented cases of such entities mysteriously appearing and disappearing. Known by many names, the Yeti in Nepal, Sasquatch in Canada, or trolls in Northern European folklore, they all point to a similar phenomenon. The field of cryptozoology doesn't stop there. It also encompasses a wide array of sea monsters, unusual animals, and other cryptids that are suspected to be of non-earthly origin. And then, of course, there is the separate and vast subject of aliens and UFOs, which deserves its own dedicated discussion. I hope we can explore the identification and behavior of flying saucers in a future session. This image is one of the many photographs purportedly showing the Loch Ness Monster in a Scottish lake. While there have been numerous alleged sightings and photos, the creature itself has never been definitively found. However, among these, the photo in the top left corner is unique. It appears to show a corpse at the bottom of the water that resembles a prehistoric animal. In a similar vein, a significant event occurred in 1977 when a Japanese fishing ship hauled in the carcass of a massive, unidentifiable animal off the coast of New Zealand. It was unlike any known creature on Earth. This supports a broader idea. Beings from other realms may occasionally visit our world. Sometimes they leave traces, like footprints. Other times they die and leave their bodies behind. This very mystery has captured public imagination and inspired television series. The model you see here is of a cryptocleidos, a prehistoric creature featured in the series Loch Ness Monster, The Ultimate Experiment. All of this evidence leads to a compelling question. Could these creatures actually be ancient animals from Earth's distant past that have found a way into another dimension? There are other clues that seem to support this intriguing theory. This museum in Mashhad, Iran, also displays a specimen of a mermaid, a legendary half-human, half-fish creature. This particular specimen is presented as an elder among its kind, a claim humorously contradicted by its rather unsettling set of teeth. This sequence of images and evidence leads us to a fascinating inference. There might be another world from which these creatures cross into Earth's seas. Perhaps they enter a different ocean than their own, where they might live, reproduce, and sometimes die, leaving behind traces of their existence. The mystery deepens with sightings beyond aquatic life. Anthropomorphic creatures, beings that are part human, part animal, or a hybrid of multiple species, have also been reportedly sighted and photographed, leaving us to wonder about their true nature. Various documentary programs have delved into these phenomena in detail. Japanese folklore speaks of sui jin, the spirits or deities of the water. Within this mystical realm of water spirits resides a well-known creature, the kappa. This statue depicts a kappa at the Yushima Seido Temple in Tokyo. Ancient beliefs held that supernatural beings with magical powers, known as water deities, inhabited lakes, swamps, springs, and rivers. The kappa is one such being, often translated as a river imp or water sprite, meaning river demons and jinns. It is said they can change their true form and even alter their color like a chameleon. Legend says kappa are about the size of a 6 to 10-year-old child. Imagine a being of this scale. They are not large creatures. Do you see my hand here? This is roughly their size. A key physical characteristic is the hollow dent on the top of their head. The legends describe how to befriend them, utilize them, and even the methods for controlling them. In Tokyo, there is a famous shopping street and a wooden bridge named after these creatures, Kappabashi, which many tourists visit. These creatures are well known in that region, while stories describe them as playful and sometimes interacting with humans. They are often portrayed as ill-natured and troublesome, known for their mischievous and sometimes inappropriate behavior. This is an image from early 19th century Japan, depicting 12 different types of these creatures. Some resemble quadrupedal animals, while others are bipedal and stand upright. The specimen in this left-hand image is displayed at the National Museum of Japanese History in Sakura City. Belief in these beings is deeply woven into the cultures of many Far Eastern countries. These are another type that have been cited and depicted. Several mummies, claimed to be the preserved remains of kappa, exist and are housed in museums in Japan, and even in the Leiden Museum in the Netherlands. Furthermore, if you have seen Japanese, Chinese, or other Far Eastern films, you will have noticed how extensively they explore the themes of this invisible spirit world and the strange, supernatural powers of its inhabitants.